Let's see how this works. Hmm. It says I'm live, but damn it. Hmm. I may just push the bit rate up a bit more. Also, helps if I do that. Yeah, I am gonna be right back. I'm just gonna That seems to be good. Can't quite push 4K because something's going on with, not with my internet, but with the computer. Let's see what this does. Will either of them suffer? Ugh. Yeah, one of them is not working. Probably because it's hogging all the stuff. There we go. Now it's working. Now, if I could just view my own video, that stream, that would be great. Apologize. Build the perimeter first, then build the rest of the place. Okay. Hmm. We would like to, I should ask my internet company, internet provider, what's like. I tried streaming output in 4K, and YouTube was like, not having any of that. I know I set up everything correctly on my end. It's probably just that I couldn't send fast enough. And I know I pay for a package that allows me to send that fast enough. It's like, okay, that should fix it. I'm sorry, I can't push I'm having troubles even pushing 1440p. Hold on, I'm gonna check my analytics, see what's going on YouTube side. It could be something going on there. Seems to be okay. It seems to be okay. It's probably just YouTube being a dunce. I know. What is the rate? It's fine. It's in the operational range. I wouldn't mind looking to see if you guys would be willing to sponsor me. I'm not any means popular, but maybe a little bit helps. I need to get rid of this guy. Excuse me while I take a sip of my drink. I'm gonna maybe go to bed in an hour. Yeah, I was out. I was out today, and it was actually nice out. People are complaining it's cold. It's not. It's nice out. But it gets awfully warm in this house. It's nice out, but it gets awfully warm in this house. Because flat, black rooftop on this house. You all know what it feels like to wear dark colored clothing on a hot day, right? It's not comfortable. That's why I always recommend you wear light colored clothing and drink lots of water. But yeah. Ow. Okay, let's fix this. Ouch. Ouch. That was hot. Damn laptop. Got my mouse right down by the... Ouch. By the keyboard of the laptop, by the one side of the laptop here, it is burning hot because exhaust output on the laptop. Now then, let's go here. I just want to do one thing. I don't need to know my stream health. What I just want to do is watch the stream from my channel. In theater mode, because that means I can see it better. Or not. But yeah. Don't have a camera going because I don't have any lights on in this room. So I don't have a camera going. But I do have my microphone off to my left here. Along with the screen of the main computer that I'm streaming from. You know what? I can pop out the chat and I don't need to waste bandwidth on watching the stream. I could just do that. Then go... be able to watch stream chat on Twitch as well. Or on the other service. Really? Seems everything is updating this week. I've had Microsoft Windows on the main computer and on the laptop update at least twice already this week. I've had my phone do an update already this week. It's like, why must you update these sealing machines? Why must you update all at once? Yeah. I have chat options. I did not know about. There. Now I don't actually have to watch the stream. I just have to watch the chat. I just wonder, how am I going to go live whilst I'm away in August? Other than my phone. Because, let's face it, phone is not something I want. I could, you know, I really wish they had laptop computers that were just as modular as desktop ones. You know? It's like, really, guys? You can't design a laptop computer that could be disassembled by the end user and maintained? That's bullcrap. End users should be able to maintain their own machine. Not have to take it into some arm and a leg expensive place to get it fixed. That's why I got this nice new desktop earlier. You know? Because, let's face it, the old desktop I had was on its way out. Like, there's only a 2.6 gigahertz CPU, 2.6 gigahertz AMD 1235T CPU. So it was a 6-core 12-thread, just like this one, but this one is like twice the speed, almost twice the speed. I find 6-core 12-thread CPUs are right in the niche of things, as it were. There's enough threads you can do gaming on them, but not enough. There's enough threads you can do gaming on them, but not too many that you don't know what to do with. Like, I could have gone with a machine that's got a lot more cores, but is only single thread per core. Or I could have even gone with a 12-core 24-thread machine. There is such a thing. I know there is. I've seen it. But I'm not paying almost four grand just for that one option. I'm like, no, thank you. I don't need that. And you hear there's people like, oh, but you can run twice as many games, do streaming and such and all that at the same time. I'm like, yeah. And have you seen how slowly the processor runs on that? 12 cores, 24 threads, and it's capped at 2.8 gigahertz. No overclock. You forget. Processor speed also factors in. So he was like, but yeah, but you could run twice as many programs. I said, I don't care. The package size also matters. Because you gotta worry about TDP, you gotta worry about package temperature. I have had issues in the past where CPU has overheated and shut the system off randomly. And that was with that old 1035 AMD CPU. Which, even though it was rated 2.6 gigahertz, I was able to get it up to 3. So it's like, 3 gigahertz, and this machine here I've got running at 4.8. I've had it up to 5.0 stably, but you know, when you go fast, when you run the CPU faster, the trade-off is higher temperatures. And summertime coming around, matter of fact, already here, you know, you don't want to push it too badly. I have this. But yeah, it's like, sacrifice speed, or what? Is this not using... I heard... Let's go audio. Yeah, it's using the correct one. Yes, it's using the correct one. And why do I even have that running? I don't need to know that information. Also, I am on Discord. Let's go. So yeah, different topic. My former cell phone provider finally decided to release a unlimited, and I'm saying this sarcastically, unlimited data plan. I'm gonna wait and see where this promotion of theirs goes before I even consider digging in and before I even consider going and rejoining them. Because frankly, they've screwed me over once already. And that was back when they had the pay-as-you-go thing. Having to buy your own damn phone. They were like, oh, you have to buy your own phone. Yeah. On a pay-as-you-go plan, of course. But here's the kicker. No sooner did they do that, they offered briefly a promotion where if you join the pay-as-you-go plan, you get a cheap, well, at the time, nice, inexpensive phones. I was like, You little buggers. Nobody's on it, and it's updating. So yeah, I was like, you little buggers. I made them give me that new phone. Happened to be a Motorola V360 at the time. Motorola V360. Clamshell phone. One of the first phones ever that could play MP3s. You know, I got good use out of that phone. And a lot of it. I got a lot of good use out of that phone. I still have the darn phone too. So it's like, ew. Well, I should say I still have it. It doesn't work. I'm holding on to it because parts of it contain lead, which, as we all know, is toxic to the environment and the people. Okay. But yeah. So the other day I did go down to get money on my electronic fare card for the bus here. And it was like, they were like, oh, we're sorry. There was a notice on the machine saying the maximum denomination they could handle was $20. Apparently, they were having issues processing transactions larger than that. And it wasn't just their machines, it was also their their ticket counter. I'm like, really? You can't be bothered to process transactions that are $20 or more? Actually, no, I should say more than $20. But yeah, they explained it that the financial institution they use to process the transactions was having technical issues. They didn't go into detail what those technical issues were, but the financial institution was limiting the size of transactions to $20. So it's like, yeah. So here I am thinking, yeah, you guys need to fix that right the heck away. Also, goodbye, Spidey. But yeah. So I just gotta watch how much I use until they fix it. So, the other thing, other thing is, like today I went to a game at one of my locals, the basketball game today. Security there was like, "Oh, you can't bring that in." I said, "It doesn't say anywhere in your policy that outside food that you guys don't sell here can't be brought in." And he was like, "Well, it says in general." It says it in general, and I said to them, I said, "Well, you see, the other thing is, pal, he was like, "Well, what?" Hypoglycemia and food allergy. I'm allergic to, of all things, there's certain types of citrus that I'm allergic to. And it's like, he was like, "Well, we don't serve, the only thing we have that contains citrus is the orange juice and lemonade." Oh, and I said, "And your apple juice." And as far as, and I suffer hypoglycemia. That's why I brought that food. So it's like, gee, you want me passing out on your floor? So, put it this way, think of it like this. Imagine you exercise a lot, and your body does not output, your body's liver or pancreas does not output enough sugar into your body's bloodstream. You will pass out, possibly even die. For some people, hypoglycemia is severe enough that it can kill them if they don't correct the low blood sugar right away. Same goes for people who have diabetes. Some people with diabetes suffer more low blood sugars than high blood sugars. Because their body has trouble regulating their glucose levels. Also, I hear a zombie dying. Or not. I'm gonna go find that little bugger and I'm gonna find that zombie and get rid of him. You're around here somewhere. Yep. Goodbye, zombie. But yeah. So I basically trolled that security guard in the place's own policy. They do permit exemptions under the no food in the building policy. Or I should say under their no outside food policy. They permit food. They permit outside drink as long as it's in a hermetically sealed container. It also leads me to the question. The bus system here doesn't allow people to bring open food or drink on the bus, but people still do it. Yet not once have I ever seen a bus driver kick a person off for coming on with an open drink container. Not once. The only exception is, I think, when the one time where somebody tried to bring a open container of alcohol on the bus. But I think that was it. The other thing is, the bus drivers here love to screw people over. Like, you're waving them down, trying to flag them so that you can not have to run for the bus, and they will just go, they'll just shake their head no. Last time a bus driver did that to me, the bus was standing still. I stood in front of them. I made them let me on. Because you know something? They were 3 minutes early. I saw it on their time clock on the bus. And I was like, you are 3 minutes early. You should be sitting at the next stop, you know, waiting out your time so you are on time, not early and pissing people off because you are so early. Driver's like, yeah, I don't care. I got revenge on that driver for doing that. I called his dispatcher and was like, this driver is three or possibly more than 3 minutes early. Please call him and tell him to wait out his time. You know what they did? They called him. They told him to wait out his time. The guy was like, I ain't waiting. They said, okay, if you're not going to wait, then get off the bus. I heard them say it on the radio, on the driver's radio. I could have sworn the guy was going to be like, well, I could have sworn the guy was going to be like, well, I have to do something. You know what he did? But you know what the driver did? He looked at me, saw me sitting there in my seat. I looked back, and I smiled and I waved hi. He gave me the most contemptuous look ever. I was sitting there thinking to myself, boy, you should have just been doing your job. I don't mind if you're late. I don't mind if you're a little bit late. But being 3 minutes early? Doesn't fly. And you know why? The reason why they're dispatcher is because I'm good friends with the guy. I really am. Let's see one thing here. So I was like, I walked up to him and I then proceeded to walk up to him and said, yeah, I'm the one that called your dispatcher. And he was like, well, dude, that was uncalled for. I said, what's uncalled for is your arrogance in being early. You have 3 minutes, you have approximately 3 minutes to sit here and wait. I don't care if you got a case of get-there-itis. You know? Make sure you are on time, not early. That's one thing you guys are trained to do. But yeah. Sometimes being friends with dispatcher is nice. Especially when bus drivers are like, Oh, such and such is on my bus again. I better behave. I'm not afraid to get them in trouble for for them. I'm not afraid to get them into trouble for being too early, for being disrespectful to passengers, or being disrespectful to the vehicle or to each other. Because I've seen all three types of disrespect. And you know something? I've also been on the receiving end of that kind of disrespect. Including today, when I was out. Suffice it to say that bus driver that I tried to flag down today to stop because they were more than 3 minutes early, and I was trying to catch their bus. I got their vehicle number, and I then called my buddy, and then I called my friends at their dispatch. They have since been reprimanded for being too early. Yeah, it's something passengers can and do call to complain about. Although sometimes the dispatchers are the ones doing the disrespectful stuff. Like when I was on my way home this evening, bus driver was talking with the bus driver, and well, the bus was having mechanical issues. Like there's an audible alarm that would keep going off in the driver's area, and it would keep it was being very symptomatic, like loss of acceleration. You know, like the bus would actually start slowing down with the driver having his foot flat to the floor. That's never a good sign. That means the engine management system has detected a possible problem. When I got home this evening, I reamed the guys at dispatch for not changing them off. You know what they said? They said, we don't have any drivers to go change them off. And they said, well, you guys are licensed drivers too. And there's three of you sitting in the office there. I'm like, one of you get off your butt, get in a bus, and go change this guy off. And go change out the bus that this guy's driving. He was like, you're not our boss. I said, no, but I'm a customer. And I'm a taxpayer. And since both the cash I pay to your fare box as well as a portion of my taxes go towards paying your salary, and I'm knowledgeable enough in diesel mechanics to know when a bus is not working properly, you know, even the driver complained to me that you guys were negligent in not switching out the bus after the guy before him complained. And they were like, well, yeah, but I said, no buts. Either you do this or I will gladly report you guys to the Ministry of Transportation for violating the rights of your customers to safe, adequate transportation. The customers do have the right to a vehicle that is working properly, albeit within reason. And since I know for a fact that there's three of you sitting in that office, well, you know, one of you can get out of that office, get in another bus in the garage there, take that completely working bus, and go help them out. You know, I called back later the same evening to check in and see if they'd done that. They had done it. They went and And as soon as I hung up on them, the guy was like, and this is from the female dispatcher who came in after him, and she said, yeah, he got up off his ass and went and changed off that bus driver. And that's just because they know I'm serious. When I say I will report them, I mean it. I have reported them for other things like that before. You don't mess with a customer who knows what they're doing. Get lost, creeper. Yeah. It's like, why can't you guys just not need somebody to call in all the time? Same goes for the cops around here. I've had a few of them be arrogant asses to me. And I know just why too. It's because they are overworked. Too few cops in a big city. I can understand why they are being a bit arrogant, as it were. Still, I was at a convention earlier this year, and there was a large number of convention people trying to cross the street between the hotel and the convention center continually. Cops weren't doing anything about it because they felt it wasn't a dangerous situation. I said otherwise. I said to them, you will park one of your patrol cars in plain sight over by that intersection there where everybody can see you guys. Where everyone can see you. Or I will gladly contact your superior officer and report you for neglect of duty. His face went beet red, but he maintained his face went beet red, but he maintained his composure, and he was like, "You're right." He saw my point of view. And he was like, "Yeah, you're right." He was like, "Yeah, you're right. I probably should go over there, but I don't want to be in anyone's way." I said, "There's a parking lot right there that gives you a good view of the intersection, crosswalks and everything, and it gives the people approaching the intersection from all directions a good view of your car. My recommendation, just have your overhead lights on. You know, draw further attention to your vehicle. Say, hey, police are watching this area." He didn't put his overhead lights on, but he parked within view of the intersection. At that point, of course, at that point, I noticed that as soon as he parked right where he could watch the intersection, and right where, if he needed to, he could just pull his car out over the sidewalk into the intersection, everybody stopped jaywalking and stopped turning against the red light. And started being, part of my language, compliant little SOBs. Car drivers included, except for a few that were distracted by their cell phone, which, since he was not the only cop, those people, because they were also running a vehicle safety blitz down the streets. So they were stopping cars and checking them at random, I might add. Okay, I'm getting rid of that noise maker. Sounds like she's downstairs. She's going bye-bye. Hi, Spidey. But yeah. People have the right to have a safe environment and to have a safe, good time. You know? A safe, happy life that is free from danger or harm. If only people would be compliant with the safety regulations as far as driving all the time without needing a police officer present to make sure that they do comply. Really? Really, game? You're generating more of these buggers? Goodbye, get off. Really, zombies? Get lost. Oh, hello, creeper. Ha 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 ha. But yeah. The only downfall of that convention was the severe thunderstorm that occurred while my friends and I were outside having dinner. Literally. We saw it coming, but didn't think it would be that bad. I mean, I did have my umbrella. But yeah. It was awful. Like, my pant legs ended up getting soaked. The other guys who didn't have anything ended up drenched top to bottom. But yeah, it was quite the spectacle. All these cosplayers that were sitting outside having, well, in general, hanging out, having food, having drink. All of a sudden, big thunderstorm starts dumping on them. They all start running for the convention center or the hotel. That's several thousand people running for shelter quickly. I can only imagine all the drenched costumes. And I shall return. Alright. Let's get back to this. That's an oil well there. Later on I will need it. But yeah. Also, let's just check my mic volume. I really don't like that. Jack. Okay, yeah, it's working. It's just low volume. Internal auxiliary jack. Oh, that's Steam stuff. Not connected. Okay. Sorry, I just wanted to check the sound. Make sure you guys were able to hear me. Gosh darn it, when is that air conditioner going to turn off its compressor? I may have to re-lubricate the bimetallic thermostat on it. But yeah. Once I'm done this, I'm going to this level, I'll outfit these two levels with redstone wire and such. Because I want lights. Lights keep mobs at bay. I'm running the air conditioner because the humidity in here skyrockets. 90% minimum. Wow. No wonder, no wonder there's so many condo buildings in non-traditional areas in Toronto. Zoning bylaws. Yeah, I just read a short little article that says that a law passed back in 1912. In that law, the city declared a full-scale ban on apartment buildings and residential neighborhoods. Like, how and why? My only thinking on that is segregation between the wealthy and the poor. And at the time, racism was still prevalent, even here. So it's like, yeah. But nowadays, it's like, why? Rich people live in apartment buildings too. Matter of fact, nowadays you gotta be a rich person to live in an apartment in Toronto. Downtown proper. It's downtown Toronto proper, I should say. But I digress. Unfortunately. But yeah, I'll tell you right now, if I do end up moving, it ain't gonna be into Toronto, downtown. Unless by some chance I win a large sum in the lottery, there is no way I will be getting a property in downtown Toronto. It's like arm and a leg for a basic apartment. 1 bedroom with kitchen and bathroom. It's like, I could pay that same amount and get and rent a whole house up north. With a whole house with the same amenities, but has 3 bedrooms. That has 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. And for a single bedroom apartment up north, you're paying $500 or $600, or less even. Then again, you lose out on public transportation to things like major league sports events. I honestly welcome a price correction in housing and rental markets, if it should ever come. And I mean a proper one, not just a miniature one like we've had going on. Rents are skyrocketing because people can't afford to buy homes. Homes are just too much. Ultimately, you need apartments. Ideally, if somebody else living in this household would let me have my way, I'd be more than happy to make this place into whatever they call it, a rooming house or whatever. I'd still have my room here. She would still have where she's staying. She would still have her room, but there'd be the other bedrooms as well. Unfortunately, she doesn't want that, and she has 50% say in what goes on in this household. Personally, I think if we made it into a rooming house, that would be a win-win situation. A win for the people that need housing, and a win for us as well. I'm sorry, but I like to cheat a little bit when I'm in creative. But yeah. I don't think anybody's watching, but I don't care. I can always get rid some wire later. If you're seeing jitters every now and then, it's because Java is a bit of a hog. Well, I shouldn't say so much of a hog of resources as it is just a generally bug-prone platform. This is the Java version of Minecraft, and I just built this the wrong way. There we go. Sorry if I missed chat or anything, but I'm focused on building stuff. Ew. Or I was. You know, I just read this article here. That's an interesting fact. If every city in the Greater Toronto Area only allowed mid to high density residential family dwellings, we could house a hell of a lot more people. And medium to high density means low rise to high rise apartment buildings, or even condominium towers. all the same, it's something the city should do. Something every city should do, actually. Especially ones where people are actually still wanting to move into the city to find work. Or to just find a place to live. Some people actually just do that. Some people actually do that. They just move into the city to find a place to live. Some people move to the city because they are emigrating from areas that are not as safe, like war zones and such. It's like, for them, the city is a good place to be, because it gives them access to a whole bunch of resources that they wouldn't otherwise have. Same goes for the sick and the elderly. A lot of people don't realize that they need access to resources that only a big city can provide. So it's like, So, in reality, it's like, okay, big city can provide this. Small town can't. Generally, it's full-service hospitals. A lot of small towns only have basic ones. That brings up an interesting fact. Where I am, and what province I'm in Canada, there are places in this province where you have to drive for 6 to 8 hours just to reach a hospital. Otherwise, you have to be flown in by air ambulance. I can only imagine the horrors that people flying through in an air ambulance have to go through. Like, oh, you have medical emergency? We can't fly today because of severe weather. You know? Exorbitant ambulance bills for air ambulance service. Yeah. Not all healthcare in Canada is free. Some parts of it are quite expensive. And I find lately it's been getting more and more Americanized, which I think is bullcrap. We are not America. You know? Canada is not the United States. It's its own country. That does bring up another gripe of mine. I've seen U.S. citizens come up here and think, oh, we can just get away with doing this. You come up here, you speed on our highways, and you get a ticket and think you can't pay it? Think you don't have to pay it? Yeah. Court systems in the U.S. and Canada do have mutual agreements, which means if you don't pay a ticket here, odds are you won't be able to renew the sticker on your license plate there. Of course, the same goes for Canadians visiting the U.S. The law in the U.S., you face charges there. And our government will gladly not interfere. Matter of fact, if you receive an extradition order, Our government will gladly send an officer to your house and extradite you. Because, yeah, that's a thing. Another thing is, we do have, the other thing is, we are working on a passenger bill of rights for aircraft. But that hasn't been quite fleshed out yet. I'm surprised though that my country didn't just adopt the European Union, the one that the EU uses. That would have been more logical. Because it works. No. Canada's always like, oh, we have to make our own rule. Or we have to make our own variant of that rule. Sometimes you just need to take the rule, treat it as a cookie cutter, and put it into effect. Especially if it works, if it already works really well. You know, it's not like you can't just go, oh, this particular rule and set of regulations under that rule are working really well elsewhere. They will do the same here. Honestly, you know, it brings me back to the fact that the other person in my house, in the house here, is like, I don't want you having that fax machine on the kitchen counter. Fine, you don't want it on the counter? You don't get your documents faxed from the doctor when they're ready. I said to her I'm doing that because it'll save me bus fare and it will save her time to go out and get them. And I'm going to say to her tomorrow that the people that actually need them, the city, also have a fax number. All I have to do is receive the fax from the doctor, give the papers a read, see if there's any signatures needed by her, or see if there's any signatures needed, and forward them. Or even ask the doctor's office to forward them too if there's, you know. Because it's like, gee, fax machine. Lots of government agencies still use them. And you know something? I know for a fact that on my block, I'm the only person that still has a fax machine. The only reason I keep hold of it is because it's also a inkjet printer and scanner. And you can because you can connect it to an Ethernet plug, you can also use it as an Ethernet-based fax modem. Actually, no, Ethernet-based dial-up modem / fax modem. Which means I can use it on the phone line to serve as a backup dial-up connection for internet. Or as a backdoor that I can dial into the network. from outside. In the event somebody decides to go, oh, I'm just going to randomly push a button and DDoS the shit out of this guy. I have had that done before, by the way. I've had somebody do that to me before. I shut them. Let me tell you this. Somebody decided to try to go, oh, I'm just going to denial of service this guy after he pissed me off. Big whoop. So I just dialed. So, because I was out at the time, when I found out I couldn't remotely connect into my old desktop, and I checked the connection, and I checked with my ISP to see if it was going on, and they said, yeah, there's a lot of activity on your connection. So I dialed up the fax line at home, keyed in the special code that you need to dial into the dial-in interface on the network, and yeah. I changed the IP address on the main modem downstairs. Changed that, and they were like, and the attack stopped because they needed the new IP address. And even then, when I changed that, once I changed that, my IP, my internet service provider was like, really, laptop? You just realized I had plugged that drive into you all those many hours ago now? Well, then again, the antivirus is running on that drive, or was running on that drive. So yeah, what I'm going to do is have this staircase only go to this area, and this one go to a balcony up here. And I'm going to make this into a big industrial space. All the mods and stuff I got running. Technic mod is a thing. Or the Technic launcher is a thing, and I have it installed. Oh, hello, zombie. Goodbye, zombie. But yeah, those people learned very quickly. You don't just randomly DDoS somebody and think that you can just stop them from doing stuff. Because they were trying to keep me from getting onto Fortnite. Yeah. I knew exactly who the person was. In game, anyway. So, as soon as I got back on, I messaged them, and I was like, you call that a DDoS? I'm pretty sure he was, like, really pissed off that I didn't get knocked off. Of course, I'm assuming it's a he. It could have been, you know. Alright. You know. Having people trying to destroy me, especially people that are like, oh, I'm just going to randomly DDoS your shit. It's not going to work. Unless you figure out how to randomly take down a a telephone line, which generally the phone system is a completely separate network. Both at well, not so much on physical layer anymore, but in a lot of areas it's still separated physically. Still, it's like, gee. Okay, that's a video I don't want to play. Oh, wow. High levels of THC found at ancient Chinese cemetery site. What do you do? My other in this house here says if I even touch that stuff, she will kick me out. Or she will leave me, as it were. I need to fix that thumb drive, that USB. Because it keeps on going, oh, I'm plugged in. Oh, I'm not plugged in. And it's the one on my laptop. It's one on my laptop. I mean, part of my mouth. And no wonder I am blabbering a little. I wouldn't mind getting a Vive-like headset. Also getting an air conditioner with a thermostat that will turn it off once it reaches the temperature I set it to. This one needs greasing again. Even though I greased it last month. I'm assuming the grease is dried out because I shouldn't say grease, but rather the lubricant. It's not grease, it's something else. It's not WD-40, it's a white like paste. Lithium grease, I think. Okay, I heard a noise. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't tolerate baddies much. haven't even put cladding on this, any sort of bricklaying or cladding on the outside of this place. Maybe I should show you guys the rest of it. There's a whole big place here. See that? No server could ever hold this many players, but you know, figure I got the mods, I got, you know, resources to build it. My computer has the memory to handle it, so why not? Lighting in the floor keeps the mobs away. And lighting control panel is here. Each floor, the lighting on each floor is split into two halves. You got blue there, blue and or yellow over there, and yellow there. And these lights here are permanently on because they're the safety lighting. Same goes for the in-floor lighting and down on the lower level, on the lowest level here. It's safety lighting, keeps mobs from spawning. But yeah. This floor is these two, second floor is these two, third floor is these two, fourth floor is these two, and this one is the big main light down on the lower level here. In the main room there. Okay, I hear you, Spidey. Get lost. And yes, this is a minecart elevator. And it uses a latching relay up top. Right there. I don't put lights in the top here because, frankly, about the only thing that will spawn is bats. But every redstone lamp, yes, these are redstone lamps. Every single one of them is hooked up. Except every single one except for the ones in the floor down there and on the lowest and only. Did I really just hear that? Enderman's gonna end. They're up there again. Really, I should have built this as a 5 by 2. I hear a evil villager, an enderman, which came lost. Thank you. Skeleton. Zombie villager. I don't know how the zombie villager ended up here. But whatever. Ha 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 ha. My gosh, look at the time. Look at the time. I need to get to bed. Alright. Talk to you all later. Or Minecraft for you all later, I should say.